The story of Genghis Khan is an incredible saga that began in the mid-12th century. Although the precise details of his childhood are shrouded in legend and myth, there are some pieces of information that remain consistent across various historical sources. Genghis Khan was born as Temujin around 1162 into a noble but not powerful family during a period of instability and conflicts among nomadic tribes. His family belonged to the Borjigin clan, one of the many Mongol tribes in what is now Mongolia. Temujin's life was marked by tragedy from an early age. He faced a difficult childhood, marked by tribal conflicts and the death of his father, Yesugei, the leader of the Borjigin clan, who was poisoned when Temujin was only 9 years old. This left his family in a precarious situation without paternal protection and leadership. After Yesugei's death, Temujin's family was expelled from their tribe and left to fend for themselves. They faced hostilities from other tribes and struggled to survive in the vast and unforgiving land of the Mongolian plains. This experience gave Temujin a unique insight into the brutal realities of nomadic and tribal life on the steppe. Despite the adversities, Temujin demonstrated early on a fierce determination and exceptional leadership ability. He learned to hunt, ride horses, and survive in the harsh conditions of the Mongolian steppe. During his youth, Temujin began to build alliances with other tribes and families, recognizing the importance of cooperation and diplomacy in facing the challenges ahead. From an early age, Temujin showed exceptional leadership skills and fierce determination. He was able to unite several Mongol tribes under his leadership, a remarkable feat in a society where tribal loyalty was supremely important. The struggle for power in Mongolia was intense, and Temujin faced numerous challenges from rival leaders, including his own half-brother, Jamuka, with whom he initially had a friendly relationship that turned into rivalry. Despite the adversities, Temujin emerged as a charismatic and visionary leader, able to unite fragmented tribes under his banner. His ability to negotiate alliances and his strategic cunning were crucial to his rise to power. Temujin's rise to power was characterized by a series of astute military campaigns. Genghis Khan revolutionized the art of war on the steppes of Central Asia. He developed innovative military tactics, including the use of highly mobile mounted cavalry, skilled archers, and effective siege strategies. He also formed strategic alliances. Genghis Khan was known not only for his military skills and territorial conquests, but also for his intelligent political strategies, including the tactic of marrying off his daughters to strengthen alliances and expand his empire. Genghis Khan used the tactic of marrying off his daughters exceptionally well to consolidate alliances and ensure the loyalty of neighboring tribes and clans. He married off his daughters, as well as other women from his family, to leaders of tribes and clans that were close by or that he wished to bring under his dominion. By marrying his daughters to leaders of neighboring tribes and clans, Genghis Khan could establish family ties that could be crucial for ensuring the cooperation and support of these groups in times of war or political challenges. Political marriages often resulted in the incorporation of the lands and resources of these tribes and clans into the Mongol Empire. Instead of relying solely on military strength, Genghis Khan used marital alliances to gradually expand his control over vast regions of Central Asia and beyond. By spreading his family ties among different ethnic and tribal groups, Genghis Khan also strengthened his own position as the supreme leader. Family connections through marriages ensured that different factions within the Mongol Empire were more likely to follow his orders and maintain internal cohesion. He consolidated his rule over the Mongol tribes and adopted the title of Genghis Khan, meaning supreme leader. Genghis Khan not only conquered vast territories in Central Asia, but also established an efficient system of government and promoted religious tolerance and freedom of trade in his lands. Under Genghis Khan's command, Mongol forces were notable for their discipline, cohesion, and quick responsiveness. He imposed strict discipline within his army and fostered a sense of unity and purpose among his warriors. One of Genghis Khan's most significant achievements was the unification of the Mongol tribes and the subsequent conquest of China. He launched a series of successful military campaigns against the rulers of the Jin dynasty. eventually establishing Mongol dominance over vast areas of northern China. In addition to China, Genghis Khan also conducted successful military campaigns westward, conquering territories in Central Asia, the Middle East, and Eastern Europe. His conquests extended the reach of the Mongol Empire over a vast and diverse geographical area. Among Genghis Khan's various conquests is that of the Khwarezmian Empire, ruled by Sultan Ala ad-Din Muhammad. During the early 13th century, Genghis Khan was expanding his Mongol Empire toward Central Asia, including territories that were part of the Khwarezmian Empire. In an effort to establish peaceful relations and create alliances, Genghis Khan sent a caravan with ambassadors and merchants to the Khwarezmian Empire, led by one of his most trusted envoys, a man named Inalchuk. However, Sultan Ala ad-Din Muhammad of the Khwarezmian Empire viewed the caravan as a potential threat, and instead of receiving Genghis Khan's envoys in a friendly manner, ordered their arrest and confiscated their belongings. This hostile act was interpreted by Genghis Khan as a grave offense. The refusal of the gift and the imprisonment of the Mongol envoys were seen as an insult to the honor and power of Genghis Khan. He saw it as a breach of the basic rules of hospitality and diplomacy of the time. In response, Genghis Khan mobilized his vast army and launched a devastating military campaign against the Khwarezmian Empire. The consequences were catastrophic for the Khwarezmian Empire. Mongol forces invaded and destroyed entire cities, massacred populations, and plundered wealth. The Sultan and his empire suffered a devastating defeat, and much of the region was subjugated by the Mongol Empire. Under Genghis Khan's command, the Mongol Empire became the largest contiguous empire in history, stretching from Eastern Europe to China and from the Middle East to Siberia. His military strategy was notable for its tactical ingenuity and efficient brutality. He used Mongol cavalry masterfully, incorporating siege tactics, psychological terror, and astute diplomacy to subdue his enemies. Genghis Khan adopted a relatively tolerant approach toward ethnic, cultural, and religious diversity within his empire. He allowed different ethnic and religious groups to maintain their traditions and practices as long as they pledged loyalty to the Mongol government. To govern his vast empire, Genghis Khan established efficient administrative systems, delegating authority to local governors and establishing secure communication and trade routes throughout the empire. Genghis Khan died in 1227 during a military campaign against the Xixia Empire, one of the last major conquests in his career. However, the exact circumstances of his death are not entirely clear and are the subject of speculation and debate among historians. There are several theories about how Genghis Khan died. Some accounts suggest that he was wounded in combat, while others claim that he succumbed to natural causes such as illness or previous injuries. There are also reports that mention poisoning as a possible cause. After Genghis Khan's death, the empire was initially ruled by his eldest son, Jochi, although his succession was contested. Eventually, his third son, Ogedei Khan, took control as the Great Khan of the Mongol Empire. Although his life may have come to an end, the legacy of Genghis Khan continued to shape the course of history. With his life story, his war tactics, his cunning, and his worldview often conveyed through his phrases, some of them very famous. Here are three of the famous phrases attributed to Genghis Khan. "I am the punishment of God, and if you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me." This phrase reflects Genghis Khan's perception of his role as an instrument of divine will. He believed that his mission to unite the Mongol tribes and build an empire was sanctioned by the heavens. "If you're afraid, don't do it. If you're doing it, don't be afraid." This phrase encapsulates Genghis Khan's philosophy regarding courage and decisive action. He valued bravery and determination in the face of danger, and believed that fear only served to weaken the spirit. Without the vision of a goal, a man cannot manage his own life, let alone the lives of others. This quote highlights the importance of vision and purpose in life, both personally and in leadership. Genghis Khan was a visionary leader who had a clear understanding of his goals and how to achieve them. Furthermore, his empire laid the groundwork for Mongol dominance in Asia and beyond. Despite controversies and debates over his conquests and methods, Genghis Khan is often revered in Mongolia and other parts of Central Asia as a national hero and a symbol of pride and national identity. Genghis Khan's figure has influenced dynasties, cultures, and societies for centuries. I hope you enjoyed the content on our channel. If you're not part of our community yet, now is the perfect time to subscribe. Click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to receive all notifications, and don't miss any amazing videos we have prepared for you. If you're already part of the family, thank you for being here. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. It helps us understand what content you appreciate the most. We want to hear your opinions. Leave your comments below, share your ideas, suggestions, and anything else you'd like to discuss on the topic. Moreover, if you enjoyed the video, how about sharing it with friends? Share it on social media. Send it to friends who might enjoy the content. The more people join us, the more enriching the conversations, experiences, and new stories we can share. Watch similar content by clicking on one of these two cards on the screen. And thank you for being part of this journey. We're excited to continue bringing you content that you love until the next video.